It's September 3rd. It's really hot, but that's okay because I had one last task to do in the really hot weather because I rinsed out all of the 10-20 trays and stuff that I had started seeds in this fall, but it turns out I missed a few. So we're gonna finish rinsing them out today, and then I'm going to water the chickens, and then yeah, I was maybe gonna have maybe an exciting update provided that the internet is working on my computer. So let's get the water on and let's rinse these out. Flying. Aha. Here we have a mister, and this is a new to us mister that I bought from the same place where I got all my irrigation stuff, and at first it didn't work at all. I really should have complained, but I was like really overwhelmed. But now it works out of maybe 3 of them. We don't use it very often, but on days when it's significantly above 90, then like every hour or so we'll turn on the mister for like 15 minutes. And on really hot days, the chickens will even voluntarily go into it, but it does cool down the surrounding area. Yeah, the chickens are open out on the water today, but maybe later today when it gets hotter. Good job, Bowie. I guess I'll just crouch down. So last night was another late night. It was the next best guess as to when the Christmas burbs would be dropping. They have in the last few years dropped on September 1st, which was why it was a little bit weird that they didn't, but they also have been dropping regularly on a like Sunday morning or early Sunday morning. So Saturday night, just plan on getting a couple hours sleep and waking up. So instead of doing what I did before, where I woke up at midnight and I stayed awake until 4, which was a lot, I set my alarm for, I think, 1, because I had made peace with not getting a lot of birds, at least not like right away. But yeah, my body woke me up, and then I stayed up for a bit and I tried to go back to sleep, and then I had a hard time falling back asleep. And so then I just checked again and the birds were live. So I got a bunch of birds. But because I had that extra time to go through my closet and to really face just how many Christmas burbs I already have, yeah, it really helped me to not buy every single bird and to not buy every single accessory. I mean, it wasn't really an option because they put out so much stuff for Christmas. They are just coming for the wallets. They know what they're doing. But I'm not going to go over everything that I got. I think I'm going to do some like basically unboxings as they come in, since I am vlogging little snippets of September. That's the exciting thing about September, is getting in Christmas burbs. But I do want to share some of the standouts for me, the birds I'm most excited about. They did put out a nativity scene, which I didn't get because I don't want a nativity scene. I am trying to actively decouple Christmas from its religious connotations, and I know that some people are out there, what? Jesus is the reason for the season. No, the reason for the season is the solstice. Jesus was not born on Christmas. No. And the thing about the nativity is I would be less upset about Target putting out a bird nativity. I'd be less upset about Target putting out a bird nativity if I had gotten my LaBurb. If everyone who had wanted a LaBurb had gotten their LaBurb. Because I don't know what happened, why we didn't get our LaBurbs, but a very ungenerous reading of it is that like they experienced some backlash to all of their rainbow pride and they pulled it. Or maybe they were working with a manufacturer who decided that they didn't want to be a part of it, in which case, Target, why are you working with homophobes? But yeah, so ungenerous read. Doesn't look good that we didn't get our LaBurbs and that they're making a nativity set. But I don't know. I don't know what really happened behind the scene. I'm just irked by it. They also had a really cute gingerbread, which I think I'll show you. But they had a really cute gingerbread set, but I would have loved the gingerbread burbs without the house. But instead I'm paying extra to get them in this little house that is 100% just the nativity barn repainted. So that's also a little like, But if we don't use it in our decorations, I mean, the burbs we will use because the burbs are spectacular. But the house, it's so nativity to me, but I think that if nothing else, the child will be able to fill it with LOL dolls and whatnot. But I gotta get my OBS up and running so I can show you the burbs I am so excited for. Stop coming for my money, Target. I see what you're doing. Yeah, this is all a bit too much. But the exciting thing for me, since my birthday is close to Christmas and always feels overshadowed by Christmas, I don't think that this is necessarily meant to be a Christmas birthday burb, but as someone with a Christmas birthday, I feel seen and excited and I love it. And this fantastic lady is my second favorite burb of the 2023 winter holiday burbs. I don't know what her name will be, but she looks like a Gladys. So for now she's Gladys to me. And I think this is a burb that is going to be spending the whole winter decorating my house. I don't see the box for this one. I see this one sitting out for a long time and I just love it. There's a bunch of minis too that have similar attitudes. Yeah, these little minis, they definitely have that Gladys attitude and I love it. I can tell already that these are going to be the minis that the child is going to take and play with all over the house. But of course, it's not all good news. This year, Target has really branched out in their burb accessories, and they have wreaths, they've got a neon light, they have lots of scene setting accessories. And then there's this. What? That's all I have to say about it. What? I'm tempted to buy it just to try to understand it, but then I would have to have it, and I don't want it, and I don't think I would understand it if I had it. And what? Like, why are the birds being absorbed into the snowman? What? Is this a Doctor Who monster? It's a Doctor Who monster! I don't know what's happening with this, and it's not coming into my house. So sorry, Target, you're not getting my money for whatever this whole thing is. Not today. As I said, they do have a lot of good accessories for scene setting. This little sleigh looks like it should be a good size to fit a burb. There's not really a good place for the tail to go, but you'd be able to cram a Santa Claus burb in there. And then if you have any of the reindeer burbs from previous years, you've got a little sleigh and reindeer, and that would be super cute. Now, I haven't ordered this yet, but I need it. I fully need it. The next time I order anything from Target, if this is still available, it's in my cart. It's coming home to me because I need this. It's a little bit surprising that they didn't market it with a burb, that there's nothing really on it to indicate that it's for burbs, other than if you have burbs, you know, because I don't see how it would really be useful for anything else, because it has this cavern for the feet to fit into, and it's got this hole for the tail feathers to fit into. It is perfectly designed. I'm assuming it would really be a shame if it turned up and they didn't actually fit together, but it looks perfectly designed to hold a little Santa Claus, so you can put your Santa burb in there, and then all the mini burbs can come and line up to get their picture taken with Santa. And that is adorable, and I love it so much. So cute. But Target has also given us these adorable gingerbread burbs. The house, I don't really like the house. I don't know how much I will use the house. I suspect the child will take the house, but we shall see. It's a bit expensive for 3 burbs, but they do come out of the house. I just think that the burbs themselves are exquisite. It bothers me that the house is so clearly just a repaint of the nativity manger. So I don't know that I don't know. It's just going to be another thing to take up space. But the burbs are exquisite, and I'm super happy about the gingerbread burbs. The peppermint child is adorable. What my family has suggested doing with this house is to fill it with a me burb and a burb that represents my partner and a burb that represents my child, like whichever one we feel is us, which might be cute. We'll probably still look like a nativity, but I don't know, maybe if we decorate the house. Ooh, that's an idea. Maybe we'll just like decorate the house to make it look more like a house. Anyway, this is the state of the burbs. This is just the highlights. There are so many more burbs released this year. Many of them are still in stock, which is exciting. Not all of them, but that's why we wake up in the middle of the night, so that we get our first choice of them. And fear not if you are not a wake up in the middle of the night kind of person, because Christmas burbs tend to restock. There are some holidays where you're just gonna miss out, like Pride. But for the most part, Target is in it to make money. If it's making them money, they're going to restock it. So if you are obsessed with burbs, you still have a chance. Anyway, let's go see if all of my flats are dried so I can put them mesh. Tray. So these 2 stacks, these black stacks, ooh, except for this one on the bottom here. Okay, some of these are, ouch, ow,
making a mess.
All right. There. Yeah, so all of these now are the Bootstrap Farmer ones, so they should be good and durable. But I do still have some flats that are not and haven't fully fallen apart yet, so we'll use them until they are trash and then we'll throw them away. Yeah, so these are the randos. And I'm hoping to get in here and get everything ready for overwintering plants or setting up a new hydroponic system. Getting things clean and tidy and ready and rearranged later this week. We'll see. Maybe tomorrow, child willing. But either way, see you soon. Bye!